Hey YouTube, Apostle Stacey Woods here. I, like probably a lot of people, I just don't even know the statistics, have just finished watching the last Oprah show. And I'm not an Oprah fan. I don't think I've ever said that publicly. I'm not a big fan of Oprah, and I will clarify my statement as to why I say so. Of course, I'm actually old enough to remember when her show started on a national basis as far as being shared. I remember when it was her and when it was Donahue. It always happens. Whenever I get on YouTube, my cell phone goes off. Okay, so back to what I was saying. Um, I remember when it was Oprah and when it was Donahue and I think Geraldo and all of them shared the same daytime, type of thing. And there was a competition. And when the rest of them left the scene, Oprah remained. And so while I think she has done some awesome things as far as making contributions to the community, I think only a very foolish person, a closed-minded person, could just totally um, wipe out and just ignore all of the things that she has done to empower lives and to better people's living situations. Even on the shows that have led up to the final show, and I've not watched all of them again. Usually, when the show comes on, I'm at the office, but it just so happens that today um, I was able to see the last show, and I also saw the show on yesterday. Um, and I don't share the oh my gosh, I don't share those moments that a lot of people that I see, a lot of my friends on Facebook or what have you, are sharing. I just don't have that feeling about Oprah. I just don't. I just don't. I just don't. I just don't. I don't. Hold on. Let me find my camera. Okay. I'm not convinced that Oprah's "To God Be the Glory" comment was directed to the God I serve. I believe her comment was very inclusive. I believe her comment was very general. She called the name of Jesus, and that's wonderful. It's good to hear his name mentioned nationally like that, on national, internationally, whatever her viewing range is. That's wonderful to hear the name of Jesus called. And I was very shocked when I heard Oprah call the name of Jesus. But I just have to refer back to, and that was a long time ago. And of course, um, we can all change. We can all come into maturity. We can all reevaluate what we've said previously. I mean, I don't have a video camera. Well, actually, I do. But my statement was I don't have a video camera going 10, 20 years back into my life, recording what I have said and then playing it for a national audience to be critiqued. But in actuality, I guess I do have some videos I can go a few years back, and you guys could critique critique everything that I say, just as I'm doing right now. And so I want to be fair. I'm not the judge. I'm not the one that judges. I'm just not so easily convinced that Oprah serves Jesus exclusively. And I mean, that's her business, who she acknowledges at the end of the day. And it does not, again, it does not negate the contributions that she's made and the good that she's done. Um, but I see a whole lot of Christians, a whole lot of saints getting all excited over, oh, Oprah said God. Oh, Aretha sang Amazing Grace. Now, Aretha tore Amazing Grace up. That's my personal opinion. I appreciate that even though she is older in her years, she is still able to deliver a message like that. And so I was I remember in the beginning years of Oprah, she would have the Whining Zone, and she said the Winans was her favorite gospel group. And then as she rose to popularity and success, she kind of did a major shifting. She was no longer, some of you guys might get upset for me saying this, but she was no longer the black girl from Mississippi that moved to Chicago that made it. She became inclusive of all, which in and of itself is not bad, that she appealed to a wider audience. But in her being inclusive of everyone, she also kind of blended her spirituality into a very she just made a big blend of it. She didn't specify. She said many times, okay, I'm a Christian, and okay, I just have to take your word for it. She definitely lives by a lot of Christian principles, and I'm not looking to Oprah to be my spiritual leader, or looking at her to pastor me, or looking at her to, give me spiritual advice. Whenever she started the whole remember your spirit thing, it caused me to draw back. And I mean, that was in the 90s, and I was like, whoa, I mean, where you going with this, girl? Where are you going with this, ma'am? I don't want to disrespect by saying girl. She's actually my mother's age. But I'm saying, now that the end of the show has happened, and she says, they asked me how I did it 25 years, and she says, well, my staff in Jesus. The audience chuckles. Okay. And then at the end she says, her last words were, to God be the glory. Now those are some strong words, but I just have to ask the question, which God? What God? How many gods? I want, I guess, the believers, saints of God, to stop just being excited because people, this is my Facebook status today, for at the moment anyway. I want the saints of God to stop being excited because people of influence know how to conveniently sprinkle his name into emotionally moving moments. What fruit have they produced that shows that they worship Jesus? It's in the name, not the position. Anything can be moved into the position of God to later be acknowledged, but Jesus is his name. And that's where I stand as a Christian apostolic believer. I'm not impressed when people say God. Anything can be moved into the position of God. I don't know what God you serve and what is his name. Okay, and do you live for him? Okay, that's my main concern. So this is not an indictment or a judgment against her soul, because I'm not in that position, and I don't want to be. This is just one human being sharing their thoughts about another human being who happens to be very, very influential in this society. So those are my thoughts. Okay, what are your thoughts? I am interested to know. Please share them. And I'm not trying to rally a whole hate mob against Oprah. I mean, come on. It's not my intent. And I'll say it again. Over the years, there have been many things that I've been able to draw from what she said on the show and apply it to my life as a Christian. But I'm just not going to start inviting Oprah to, the women's conference to speak over my life prophetically. I'm just not going. I'm not. Sorry, I'm just not convinced. Okay. So anyway, share your thoughts, and yeah, those are mine. Those are mine. Didn't make me right or you wrong. Those are just my thoughts. Okay. Have a great one. Bye. Now, how do I turn this thing off? Y'all forgive me. Okay. Oh, well, since I'm back, enjoy Jesus and all his joys, and thank you for making ministry possible.